Excuse me, seal, stop, please. Uh-oh. We can't go back the way we came.
Oh.
There's no way to steer an ice floe. Wow. That's a humpback whale. Uh-oh. A snowstorm. George, we're headed for land. We've got to get out of this blizzard. There's a cave. We'll need more protection than this. Good thinking, George. We'll stack ice and snow just like we're making an igloo. All we can do now is wait out the storm.
Research vessel Zebra to Ice Station Alpha. A brief blizzard may hit your area. You should stay in the outpost. Don't go out in the storm. Is anyone there?
Almost there, George. Hey, the blizzard's over. Let's climb this hill and find out exactly where we are. There's the outpost. And look, we can walk back on the new snow and ice. Wow, the chin-strap penguins. We found them. The camera. Wait for me! Whoa!
Now that George had the camera back, he could get the pictures Professor Wiseman needed.
Look, their nest! You found their breeding island. That's why we didn't see them earlier this year. Amazing work! How did you find them? We'll do it the same way every time we come.
Well, first, have a monkey drop the camera in the water.
A squirrel-proof lid. George thought that was a good idea. It sure went on tightly. Too tight? What a mess. George had to do something. The golden liquid tasted good. A lot like apples. But there was just too much of it. Luckily, someone had left behind some empty milk containers.
A few more.
There had to be a way to stop this thing.
Finally. Whew. Huh. That's odd. George? Do you know where my yellow hat is? Oh, boy. Where is it? Huh. How did that happen?
No more bottles.
Oh, gee, he hasn't filled the card yet.
Hey, up there, no playing in the trees till all the picking's done, thank you.
Oh, I'm just getting my hat.
I'll be.
The Rankins would surely be mad that George ruined all of their apples.
You've done a fantastic job. All that cider already pressed and bottled? Thank you, George.
George?
So who'd have thought a monkey would do the hard work while his human friend was outside swinging in the trees?
But I just need...
Oh, the important thing is the harvest is in.
That was fast. Wow. This is some operation.
Designed and built it myself. See, the apples are washed here, and then we lift them up to the chopper.
Mm-hmm. Chopped apples give more juice.
That's right. We press the juice out of the apples here, and then bottle it down here.
So George didn't ruin the apples after all. He just turned them into cider.
You've got an unusual way of stacking.
Yeah, George, if you weren't careful, the Rankins could have had quite a mess on their hands. Oh, look, an apple got caught. I'll get it.
No, don't. Here, George. You earned it.
George appreciated it, but he'd had enough apples for one day. Problem solved. Dropping straight down seemed dangerous. Then, Jumpy discovered he had another choice.
George? You sure you don't want to come to the Rankins? You can work the sump pump.
George wanted to stay here and watch happy birds eat. Jumpy was at home in trees, so George needed to move the feeder away from trees. But where? There was only one way to stop this squirrel. George stood guard, making sure the birds got their food. This worked. He didn't move from that spot till the feeder was empty. No squirrel could eat this much. What was he doing with it all? Jumpy wasn't eating the food. But why was he bringing it here? That's the bowl Bill always filled with squirrel food. Of course. Bill wasn't around to fill it, so Jumpy was doing it. So George brought over plenty of food, and Jumpy left the bird feeder alone. There had to be plenty of food, because Jumpy wasn't the only one dining. Even with no bunnies to feed, it turned out to be a pretty nice weekend in the country. Though this food was definitely for the birds. George needed dirt. Hundley noticed George. George and dirt. George and dirt and leaves. This was not good. Leftovers, leaves, grass, dirt, water. And air. George had it all. It was enough for their plants. But what about the poor lobby plants? What about all the starving plants? George needed to make enough for everybody. When you're making a big batch of compost, you need a lot of places to put it.
Oh, what a weird dream.
Hundley had been thinking. That much dirt and a monkey had to make something sloppy, and he was going to find it.
I didn't buy strawberries.
Hundley smelled a tree. Or a watermelon. A watermelon tree?
Spaghetti? No. Fruit. Fruit-getti? What? Where? Hey, Hundley. I bet your nose can get to the bottom of this.
Hundley's nose was the perfect tool for this job.
Why is my flour jar here? George? George, you can make compost in the city, just not in the house. It needs a proper bin. So it gets the right amount of air and light and doesn't smell or give me weird dreams. We're gonna have a lot of leftover compost.
Did someone say compost? My tropical plants could use some composting.
Ooh, compost bins. Oh, my tea roses would love some.
A few weeks later, the building had the healthiest plants on the block.
Ew.
George? I guess we're lost.
George saw the bridge, the duck pond, even Leslie the cow. But they were all in the wrong place. Until George turned the map just right. Now everything lined up. And George knew exactly where they had to go.
That way? Let's go.
Hey, a mallard! Ancestor of all domestic ducks except the muscovy duck. I wish there was someone to tell that to.
Are we lost again?
Gee, I could swear I've been here, but no corn. So I guess not.
You're the one who threw away the map. What do we do now?
My policeman's intuition says we take that left.
Make way!
We'd better run.
Yeah. Wait up there.
At least it's a sunny day for a swim.
Yeah, a sunny day. Tina has a solar panel.
Why are you sitting in water? I can't leave you alone for a minute.
Say what?
Hey! No wonder my corn markers aren't here. They're in the belly of a maize-munching mallard. Cut that out! Stay away!
What a crazy race! At this point, ladies and gentlemen, anyone could cross the finish line first. And I'll be there when it happens.
Where to next, George? We're almost to the finish line. Our map!
Out of the way, cow!
Gee, without a map, what do we do? Follow the cow? Don't you still want to race?
Turn left for a shortcut.
I hear them. They're coming. It could be all over any second.
Continue straight.
No, stop it! Cut it out!
Why are we chasing a cow, George?
Coming through!
This is it. And the winner is a cow. A cow? Well, I don't think the cow's a contestant. No, this is our winner, Team George.
We won? But how?
Here, I don't need it anymore.
Well,
Right.
makes us third.
Stop. Destination reached.
Excuse me?
Looks like you two win the Golden Cob. That's one smart monkey, knowing that Leslie can always find the barn at milking time.
Oh, very clever, George.
Cool trophy.
Good race.
Yes, listeners, it has been quite a day. Has anyone seen my microphone?
Oh, very clever, George.
Before they knew it, it was time for the phone call with the scientists.
I hope this works. I inhale, and the suction holds the page as I turn it. You ready? Okay, so that's good. Now I can read Professor Wiseman's notes and won't get nervous talking to the scientists about her invention. Oh, boy. Okay. Ooh, that's them! All right, just stay calm. Everything's okay. Hello?
Hello, this is Dr. Hassline on the Science Board. Professor Wiseman said you'd answer our questions about her new Digzacta invention.
Yes, Doctor.
Fine. That's strange. The video monitor isn't working.
Video monitor?
Yes, surely Dr. Wiseman told you we requested a video conference.
Ah, she must have forgotten to mention it.
Well, if you can't manage, then we'll have to cancel.
Cancel? No. I can use my computer in the bedroom. Please hold. Help me, George! We gotta move all this to the bedroom, now! Why did I think I wouldn't be nervous talking to geniuses who aren't monkeys? Hi. Professor Wiseman's Digzacta is excellent. Easy to use. Accurate. So, any questions?
We only have one question. Would you demonstrate the mechanism?
Okay. I thought I was just supposed to talk. I can't demonstrate it because, see, it's complicated.
You said it was easy. If it's complicated, we will not approve it.
Oh, no, that's not what's complicated. It's a long story.
No time for long stories. We're very busy geniuses around here.
Please stand by.
Is that a monkey doodle?
Don't want to let Professor Wiseman down. Ready, George? Doctors, the Wiseman Digzacta. You sound impressed.
Why, yes. Are your hands really that hairy?
I guess I forgot to shave this morning. Anyway, look how easy. You squeeze the lever to open the pail. You dig some dirt, release the lever to close, and the measurements are clearly marked. Did I say something wrong?
You have 3 hands.
3 extremely hairy hands.
Oh, I shouldn't have tried this. This is George.
That's a monkey using the Digzacta.
I can't use my hands. Sorry.
Don't be. If a monkey can use it, then most scientists can.
We unanimously approve the Wiseman Digzacta for use by scientists everywhere.
And we love monkeys.
To celebrate their big success, the man with the yellow hat made a meal without any help.
We're gonna be having a lot of salad for the next few weeks, George. Garden soil. Excellent choice. Coffee grounds will make the soil rich and airy. That's right, George. Add water and stir. And some air holes for breathing. Now, just add worms. Wow.
Hey, George. Big worm race at Lake Wanna-Sink Lake. Bring your racer.
Bet you can't beat Mr. Wiggly.
Worm fever had spread throughout the countryside.
Yeah, go worm!
George had raced every worm in the valley. Only Mrs. Quinn stood between him and being champ.
Mr. Wiggly is the best digger in my garden.
Wow, he sure is a big one.
That's because I feed my worms veggies, and in return, they make my soil better, and that makes better veggies in my garden.
Since all you cheering worm racers scare the fish at the lake, I'm going fishing in the river.
Don't forget your lunch, dear.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. It's time for the championship race.
Worm race! Worm race! Worm race! Worm race!
We're ready when you are, George. Oh, no! Mr. Quinn took your worms instead of his lunch.
I'm starved. I wonder what the missus packed for me this time. Worms. Well, the missus packed me some prime bait. Now that there is love.
There was no time to lose.
Catfish. George? Come here. That's a good monkey. Well, hey, is that my lunchbox? Oh, then this must be your worm farm. Good timing, I must say.
Dig, Mr. Wiggly, dig!
And the new worm racing champ is... you know, George's worm!
With the championship won, George felt his worms deserved to retire to the garden and help the roses grow.
Worm racing isn't the only sport in town. You'll find a new hobby.
Hey, George! Ready for the frog hopping race?
Hurry! I have to get my portfolio.
Portfolio? I thought it was a bus and a bicycle and a monkey.
Not a bicycle and a monkey on a bicycle, but not pedaling, in a basket.
In a basket? I wish you'd make up your mind.
George was almost back where he started, and he didn't see the man with the yellow hat anywhere. But he did find out how the sand gets into sandboxes. How was he ever going to catch up with that bus now? Maybe he could cut through the park and get to the Glass Palace before the bus did.
Is that your bus stopped at 10th Street?
Yes, that's it. Do you see George anywhere?
Who's George? You want a bus, then a monkey, then a bicycle, then a portfolio, now a George.
I'm so sorry. I must get to the airport.
Oh, I'll wait here. When he shows up, I'll tell him you had to go.
Oh, the bus is getting away! Oh, no!
George was so happy to stop, he almost didn't notice where he was. George had done it. He'd gotten there first.
Taxi! What is... Wow. Is this yours? Because I could use this. There's more. They're great.
There's George! Stop the cab! George, my portfolio, my drawings. Dr. Forbin.
Dr. Forbin? He didn't tell me to look for a Dr. Forbin.
You say these are your drawings? They're exactly what I need for science in our children's museum in Paris. I want you to come to Paris right away and work with me.
You hear that, George? We're going to Paris!
So you took a cab to catch a bus, to find a monkey, to get a portfolio, to show a doctor, to take a cab, to catch a plane, to go to Paris? That's a busy Sunday morning.
Please, hurry. We have a plane to catch in 1 minute.
Wow, this is the latest he's ever been for anything.
George needed a whole new way to measure. If he wanted to come up with a good guess before it was too late.
George, I just put in the winning guess, so come back at 5 o'clock to see me claim the prize, okay? Now I gotta go find Sharky. Here, catch!
Grapes were smaller than fun balls. That would have been a bad guess, so eating the grapes was a good thing. To make a good guess, George had to find bigger round things to count.
Hi, George. I'm heading to the thrift shop to donate these things so someone else can enjoy them. Ah, my old marble collection. Well, I've got cat's eyes, agates, some big Kong-sized ones, too.
These big marbles were the closest yet to funball size.
Oh, you want them? Well, be my guest, George.
George, did you enter the contest yet? Only half an hour left. Thanks for breaking my fall. Were you using marbles to figure out your guess for the contest? That's a pretty good idea, George. I estimated a fun ball to be almost as big as a golf ball. I need to fill this with golf balls to help me guess. Where do I get that many golf balls?
Oh, hi.
May we borrow these golf balls? We're trying to win a contest by 5 o'clock.
Sure, but you better hurry.
Thanks. If we win the contest, we'll split the prize, George. This cookie holder is about 1/3 the size of the funball machine's container. So how many balls would be in 3 containers? 120. That's our number.
Well, let's go. It's almost 5 o'clock.
After I win, I'm gonna throw a fun ball party. Maybe I'll even invite you two. Oh, I found Sharky.
Ding, ding, ding! We have a winner. George and Betsy came the closest with 120 balls. All right, George!
I don't get it. I divided red balls by green balls and multiplied by orange ones. What went wrong?
So, George and Betsy, how are you going to split the prize?
That was sure nice of you two to give everyone a fun ball.
Wow, this is even more fun than all the marbles I found in the street.
So, George, what are you going to do with the fun ball machine? You two can be my golf partners anytime.
They worked as a team and found out they were a really bad team. George figured if they lowered the sail, they'd stop blowing away. The island stopped getting further away. But then the fog rolled in.
Wow, it sure got foggy fast.
Yeah, Hey, where's my boat?
Oh no. George!
Hundley?
George and Hundley were fog-bound. Another island. How could they get there without blowing away again? The motor. George had a feeling he should have left this where it was. Sure, sand was messy, but Hundley would rather be dirty than float away again.
Now, they couldn't have gotten far.
The water's too deep. We can't follow them without another boat. Or a raft.
Come on, we'll need more wood and vines.
If he was going to be stuck here, Hundley wasn't going to sit in sand the whole time. That was when George realized he had no idea how to get back to the man without the yellow hat.
Okay, we'll need just a few more, then we can tie them together into a raft.
This rock looked familiar. The unusual rocks were almost identical. Could it be? George needed to get up high so he could see far. Those trees could only mean one thing. Footprints meant feet. Feet meant people, because you don't see a lot of feet on their own.
Do we have enough logs? I don't know how many more I can drag.
We need more.
Oh, thanks, George. George? Look who found me! Look who found me!
Oh, Hundley! I thought you were lost. You wouldn't happen to have my boat with you, would you? Next stop, home sweet home.
Hold it!